Hello guys, and welcome to Till Vacuum Do Us Part, and welcome to my mudroom slash laundry room deep clean video. I'm showing you all the before clips because it was just super dirty and unorganized. So right here I'm going to show you exactly what it looks like, and then we're going to get started.
Don't look at me that way. I don't fit inside a box, and I got a little different taste. Where I hear it's going off, now that's my kind of place.
As you can see, items need to be restocked, items need to be organized. I love keeping a lot of cleaning products on hand, so you can see right here, I just need to get it organized, and then a lot of areas need to be decluttered. So from far away, this room looks just fine, but when you're actually looking at it up close, it just needs a little bit of love, so that's why we're working on it today.
Stones can break my bones, but love will not desert me.
I will say it's definitely our catch-all place. This is where we leave the house and come into the house. So there's drinks, there's masks, there's purses. In the winter, there's a lot of jackets. The boys' stuff's in here, so I just feel like it has to hold a lot. Just since we come in and out of here, it's just like our catch-all.
So get up off your feet, we're dancing to a different. This is the way I am, it's just the way I am. And I wanna dance with you, yeah, I'm your biggest fan. Got a attitude, but if they don't.
Now I'm gonna go ahead and start working on the cabinet above my washer and dryer. So this mudroom laundry room is all one space. I feel like the right side of this room is the laundry room, and then the left side is more of the mudroom. It's where we come in, drop everything, hang our bags. Now in my last house, I had two really large cabinets that were so nice for storage. Here we just have this one. We did add the shelves next to it. I have a whole video doing that if you want to check it out. But since we have all the baskets on the other side on the mudroom, it worked out really well. Like everything still fits. But now that I pulled everything out of this cabinet, I'm going to go ahead and just grab my Jaws wood cleaner and wipe all these shelves out.
Sticks and stones may break my bones, but shade can never hurt me. Sticks and stones can break my bones, but love will not desert me. Sticks and stones may break my bones, but shade can never hurt me. Sticks and stones may break my bones, but love will not desert me. What if we got everything together, and wouldn't it be better then?
I didn't really declutter too much in here. Everything was still full. I think there was like one thing that was empty that I trashed, but it was more just getting it organized and putting the things I use most on the bottom and the things I use least on top. That's kind of how I do when I'm organizing. Now I'm just going to go ahead and wipe down the outside of the cabinets. These do get like laundry softener on them quite a bit. I'm not sure how I'm doing that yet. I need to figure it out because sometimes it will like stain the white paint. So I'm just going to wipe all of that off, and then I'm going to start working on the shelves next to the cabinet. This little basket right here I keep full of dryer sheets. I don't like the wood boxes or the cardboard boxes to set out. So if you just grab like a cute basket, you can hide them in it, and then it looks like decor. I wanted to show you up close what these shelves look like. I'm really bad about cleaning these shelves in here. I think they're kind of super tall, so I have to get like a step stool to even reach them, and from down below I can't see the dust. Same goes with like on top of my refrigerator. I'm always shocked how dirty it is, and I always blame Chase. I'm like, you can see it, I can't. You should be telling me to clean this area. But I'm just gonna go ahead and get these shelves wiped down, and then I'll kind of dust off the decor as I put it back up.
Somehow, all I know is that things change. We find a way to make it through. 'Cause all we know is that things change, but it's not so bad with you.
I noticed I needed to refill like my pods, my laundry pods in the glass container. I just pick mine up from Sam's and they work really well. I'm super happy with it. There's no more like spilling detergent everywhere. If I have a super big load or dirty load, I'll grab 2, but like 90% of the time I'm just doing 1 and it cleans really well. So I've been really happy with these. I will say one time I was picking up the glass lid and it fell and shattered, but it's been so nice not having it. So if you have a system like this, take that lid off and then you can just reach your hand in, grab what you need, because obviously I'm reaching into this multiple times a day because all we do is laundry. So I'm gonna stick those back up there. I love how it looks. I feel like it's decor and it's functional and it saves me time pouring. So that's how that one turned out. Speaking of decor that functions, I also keep this little basket up here. It was from Target, and that's where I cram just all my dryer lint because there's really not a spot in here for a trash can, so I just keep it in there and then dump it out as needed. I do have a bit bigger basket. It's on the top shelf, but I just couldn't make it work on this bottom one. But I just like take it out to the garage and dump it out as needed. That way you don't like see it. There's not some like ugly trash can in here. So I'm all about pieces that have like multi-functions. If I was being really good, I would actually clean the washer and dryer, like the insides, but I'm really bad and I just do that like once a year during my spring deep cleaning. Now I will wipe down the outside like you saw because it will get dusty or it will get softener on it. But other than that, that inside pretty much doesn't get cleaned often. But another thing we forget about cleaning that I try to do, multiple times a year is our laundry baskets. Like you think since they just have clean clothes in them, like this basket here is only for clean clothes. We have dirty laundry hampers in both of our bathrooms, and then I start the load and then I put them into this basket, but it still gets really dirty. I've had this quite a few years. You guys have bought this a million times. I have it linked to my Amazon store, but we do need to remember to clean it out occasionally. It feels so good to have this side of the room clean and organized and decluttered, but now we're going to turn around and head to the other side because this side needs help as well. So let's go ahead and get started on the mud room portion. I'm gonna start by working on all these baskets and the cubbies. I have these baskets linked in my Amazon store. I love them. I love the look they bring. I did glue, like I hot glued felt to the bottom of them because Kristen Casper said she had them and they like messed up the paint when she was pulling them in and out. So I just got like a big sheet of felt and glued that to the bottom. So if you grab these and they're going onto like a painted surface, you might do that. I'm also like restocking the boys' treats. I'm just going through decluttering, trashing what needs to be taken out. I'll start like a donation pile, anything that needs to be cleared out because these baskets were pretty full.
Have this feeling, haven't felt for so long. Took a hold on me and won't let go. I've been sleeping, caught me off my guard. Cause you're in my space and now I'm so. Hold me towards you and I cannot fight it. My head's underwater, I try to disguise.
I feel like the majority of these baskets stay super organized. Like you're gonna see, I don't even touch the baskets that are like up top above my head. Those all stay really organized. It's just like first aid, oils, vacuum attachments, and medications. It's these bottom ones that get dirty, and it's basically 2, and it's the one that say George and Tiger. I just think they have so many like different outfits and leashes and medicine. I don't know, I like to keep extra stuff on hand for them that it just starts to overflow. So I'm trying to declutter those the best I can. did notice when I pulled out all these baskets so that I could get them decluttered and organized that inside these shelves were pretty dusty, and I don't feel like that's even crossed my mind. I realized when I was done filming this video, I never did it to the top. I need to go check those, but I doubt they're as dusty. Once again, I think it's just because we come in and out of the store, so it's easier to blow into these cubbies. And they are so deep. Like, I could actually put really like long baskets in here. I just try not to do two things too big because then I will just fill it up. So sometimes if you're trying to like declutter and live the approach that less is more, don't get just huge things that you can fill up. So go for the smaller approach, and then when that gets full, just keep it decluttered, and that's always worked really well for me.
Though we haven't spoken, I need something to get me open. You are only a shot away from me to be my everything, 'cause you are only a shot away from me to be my everything.
So anytime I'm doing more of a deep clean, I try to clean those spaces I don't clean on a daily basis, or I don't think to clean, something I haven't cleaned in a really long time. So just start thinking outside of the box. So just like I pulled out the cubbies and cleaned inside there, I'm also gonna work on where this bench is. So I know someone's gonna ask me where I got it. My dad custom built this cushion for me, but ever since he put it in, I haven't cleaned like underneath it. And as you can see, that's getting dirty. So let's work on that now.
Time stops when we're alone. You got my love, don't let it go. Feels like we're paper thin, one step away from caving in. When you're out where all the wild roams, and you're looking for a way back home, I'll be the light that only you can see. Figure it out. Oh, I'll be here when all gets lost. We can count on.
I also love pulling out my shampooer anytime I'm doing a deep clean. I love just to pull it out in general. They're super easy to use and they're super satisfying. And when you're deep cleaning a space, it's just nice to get every square inch clean. And what I love about shampooing is it cleans the things you're not seeing, and it makes the space smell so fresh and clean. It's kind of like when you mop your floors with a good solution, you know how it like makes your whole house smell good? It's the same when you're like shampooing any fabrics in a room.
Time stops when we're alone. You got my love, don't let it go. Feels like we're paper thin, one step away from caving in. When you're out where all the wild roams.
I decided to go with more of the handheld shampooer since I'm not going to be doing any of the floors. I do have like a floor shampooer that has an attachment that I could have used on this, but this is just super lightweight and I had the option, so I grabbed it. I'm just gonna get it plugged in, and then all you do is like spray, and then if you need to scrub it, it has brushes attached, or you just start like sliding across it and it just sucks up all that solution and all the dirt, and it really is satisfying to do. It's not hard. It's simple, it cleans it. I don't know, if you don't own a shampooer yet, it would be something really good to add to like your Christmas list for someone to get you, because I know I use mine a lot and it has saved me on so many pieces of furniture.
Time got my love, don't let it go. I stand by you when you're falling.
I wasn't sure how dirty this bench would actually be. I do sit here sometimes and answer comments or put on my shoes before I leave. It's like a cozy little spot that's like a different view sometimes when you get sick of your house. I find Savvy sitting in here sometimes, but I do more of like setting bags down and my purses, so it was just nice to get it nice and clean and disinfected. But I am going to show you here in a second what the water looks like, and it was dirtier than I was expecting.
We just have to hold on through the night. As long as we are watching the fire, we'll be safe from the devil's choir. I stand by you when you're falling.
Also, when you're shampooing, remember to get the edge of whatever you're working on. Like if it's your sofa or a chair or a bench, I always notice that's like the dirtiest spot when I'm like sucking up the water. You can tell how dirty it is, and that might be a spot you forget. But here is how dirty the water was just from doing that one little bench. It's always amazing what that thing will pull up.
Easy to sing a sad song. Seems like nothing comes for free, yeah. And it won't take love. Your fragile soul will soon be strong. I'll carry you so tenderly. What I wanna say is that I stand by you when you're falling.
I feel like there's two types of people in this world. There's the person that's gonna wrap up the cord when they're done using like the vacuum or the shampooer, or there's the person that just like wads it up and sets it next to the machine. Let me know which one you are. Comment down below in the comment section.
Breaks my heart seeing you struggle with the things you do, carrying the world on your shoulder. When did we become so much older? Now I wish I could say that all my troubles gonna blow away, but I won't quit until it gets better.
These floors probably stay way dirtier than I actually like, but there's such a busy design on them. It hides so much. So if you're looking for something like that, go with a busy floor. It needs to be in a smaller space. But you can see right there, I vacuumed up like a hair tie. I didn't even see it there because like from up top, there's such like a busy black design. I know I caught it on camera from the side and I'm just now seeing it. So if you have like a small area, it's really good for like laundry rooms or nooks. Grab a fun tile and then you don't have to clean it as often. And when you do, it still looks the same. I guess you just know it's clean. And also, that's my supervisor back there behind me. He always makes sure I'm not missing any spots.
I have my issues, problems with trust. You were the problem, to you I was dust. I could smell trouble from miles away, but now I'm different, yeah, I'm okay. You had your reasons.
I'm doing a double clean kind of right here where I keep the dog food bowls. I do keep them in separate areas because otherwise they try to eat each other's food, and they're both on different foods and they make each other sick if they eat them. So I just keep them in like two separate areas, but I feel like those are always the dirtiest spots in this laundry room. So I just wanted to make sure those were extra clean before I put down their bowls.
I should have known that you were not the one. You broke my heart to a million
only have one water bowl. Tiger used to have his own, but he would like never drink out of it once George got his own water bowl. So I finally took Tiger's away because George knows not to go over in that spot, and Tiger wasn't drinking it anyway, so they just share their water right here.
Might hurt forever, yeah, that's what they say, but I know I'll never will face that day. I wanted space, you wanted trouble.
Once that I saw the cushion was dry, I started putting all of the stuff back on it, and I feel like that's a really common question I get every time you guys see me shampoo is how long does it take for the rugs or the furniture to dry out? It's like under an hour, maybe under 30 minutes. Now I do take the time and really suck out as much as the water or solution I'm putting in it, but I feel like it dries super fast, and then you can put your furniture back on the rug. If you did move it off, or if you have pillows, you can put it back on. And in this space, there's not even a fan, and it dried out quickly. Our door out to the garage gets really dirty as well. I think it's just part of that white paint. You see it more, so I'm gonna wipe down that quickly. What I should have done is open the door and did the other side. I just always forget to do that. I'll be good about doing this side because I can see it because it's nice and bright, but when we come in from the car, it like does not cross my mind to clean that side, so I definitely need to add that to the list. I'm gonna get this mirror done, and then we are almost finished. And here is how it all turned out. I always love seeing the afters. The befores are fun, but the afters are so calming. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. I hope it gave you some motivation so you can go work on your laundry room or just a space in your house. If you enjoyed today's video, definitely give it a thumbs up because it helps me more than you know. Make sure you're subscribed, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.
Next time, so I know I'll see you next time.